Hello everybody, how's everybody doing? And sorry. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Ariel Ray. It's good to have you if you're a new subscriber, a new viewer. On this channel, I do a lot of beauty and skincare as well as eyeshadow tutorials, and today I wanted to do a full face. As you can tell, I've already did the brows because the brows take me the longest, and usually I take about 30 minutes just working on my brows, which is ridiculous. So I decided to do them today, and I know you're like up in my face. It's okay. It's like really up there, but I really wanted to focus on the eyes because that's where I'm going to start at. Usually that's where I start at, is on the eyes. So I've already concealed the eyes. I concealed the eyes with tape shit. No, I'm lying. I did not. I actually primed the eyes with Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Almond. Sorry, it took me a while. I kind of like lost my words there for a moment. And I have not set my eyes. I'm not going to set my eyes. I'm just going to go in straight with the color. So I'm going to be using two shadows, but mainly one. The only reason I'm using two is because this one right here, the one I'm going to be reviewing today, is the Butter London Natural Goddess palette. So this is what she looks like. And there's not a transition shade in here. So I have 4 shimmers here and then 2 mattes. So there is not a transition shade there. So I'm going to jump into the Beauty Killer by Jeffree store. And I'm actually going to be grabbing Courtney, which is this brown, nudish, really pretty brown. And I love the way it layers up. So that's the one I'm going to be using today. So I'm going to grab a shader brush. This is actually the Luxie 209 large shader brush. So I received this in my April BoxyCharm this year. So I'm going to be grabbing Courtney, loading up my brush, and I'm going to start packing it in as my crease color, my transition shade. I had originally done an eyeshadow tutorial on this palette, which was the Natural Goddess palette, and something happened that it didn't upload. So I winded up losing that, and so here I am. I decided I was going to go ahead and review it for you guys today. It feels kind of hot in here. I did moisturize my face. I moisturized my face with the, it's by Clinique Smart Day. It's a moisturizer and it has SPF in there, so I wanted to try that out as well under my base. I have a couple things here that I want to try that are new. So, the Natural Goddess palette is new. Okay, so I've already built that up. It didn't take much. So now I'm going to jump into the other eye. And I'm patting in the color first. So how's everybody's day going? I've been binge watching Grey's Anatomy. I already have finished it. I know that there should be a season on already that I haven't even touched yet. So I'm excited about that. But I didn't start all the way from the beginning. But I did start, I decided, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna, wherever I land, I'm gonna start from there. And I missed the good parts because where Danny Duque and Izzy Stevens, how they were gonna get married, and how she stole the heart for him, trying to keep him alive. She actually stole it from another hospital. And right now where I'm at is there was a patient that came in, and it was the heart that it was stolen from that specific guy that came in. So the cardiologist that was in the middle of that transplant that was going to actually get that and take it to another patient just found out that Izzy Stevens was on the case for this man now. And so now she's like pissed off, and she's trying to pretty much sue the hospital and get Izzy fired and potentially lose their certifications for like heart transplanting for that hospital. And it's like a big old thing, and it's crazy right now. Like really crazy. Okay, so I already did that. I already did my transition shade. Next I'm gonna move on, and I'm gonna move on to the Natural Goddess palette. I don't know where I'm gonna go with this, but I know I'm gonna use Temptress right now to darken up the outside. And I'm gonna grab a shader brush, and I'm going to color switch it real quick. So I'm going to take off all the extra product that was on there from a different look. And then I'm going to go into the brown. I'm going to try to stay away from gold because I've been doing gold. I'm chopping off my brush. I don't know how the lighting is. My lighting sucks in my room for some reason. Lately, it's just been really bad. And the ring light's not helping. I really want to get a huge ring light to help with that, with the lighting. But for the most part, I can't right now. The one I have is like maybe 4 inches. I really want an 8-inch or an 8-inch, yeah. Or bigger, but so I'm just blending this out. I wish it would show, but it's not showing the way I would like it to show. Again, it's all in the lighting. Go, Alejandro. Every time I come to film, he's always like here. Like, I don't know, it's like he knows that I'm on the camera or something. So I'm just grabbing another brush. This one doesn't have product. I'm just gonna blend it out from here. So yeah. So I did get another face palette. The only other face palette that I have is the Tarteist Pro Glow in Volume 3. And I received one today from Cover Effects. Not from Cover Effects, but it's a Cover Effects palette. So it comes with like the blush, the highlighter, the brightener, pretty much like a face, like to set the face, like a transition shade, and a bronzer, and I don't know if it has a contour. So there's a blush, a highlighter, a brightener, a highlighter, a contour, and a finishing powder, which I'm really excited because I've been wanting to try this. I hadn't tried it yet. Okay, I'm going to jump into the other eye. Sure. Sure. This little boy came in here a while ago and he was like, Mom, can I get on your bed? Can I get on your bed? And I'm like, for what? Then he gets on my bed and he's like laying on his back for like a few minutes and he's like, your bed's boring, and takes off. And I'm like, boy. I was like, did he just really just do that? Toddlers are crazy. He's gonna be 4 this year, and next month, as a matter of fact. So I'm just gonna blend that out. I picked up the other brush again, just to start blending it out. I just poked my eye. This one looks more blended than this one. Looks kind of like patchy. I'm not done yet. It needs more blending. So has anybody tried the Cover FX palette? This is going to be the first time I ever use it, so I was really excited. I actually swapped with somebody, with a lady, and I swapped her for my Dr. Brandt yogurt cleanser that I didn't really like. I had 2 of them, and I tried it, and I wasn't a fan of it. I really like my Pharmacy Be Clean better, more, and so I'm going back in with the transition shade, just to add some color back there, because I don't want it to lose the color of the Courtney shade. Anyways, so yeah, I told her if she would be up for a trade, and I gave her like a couple different pictures where she could choose from, and she chose that one. And I think I sent it to her Tuesday, and she received it today, and I received mine today. So, and she actually sent me a freebie in there. I was like, oh my gosh, that's like the sweetest. I sent her a little note in mine, but I kind of felt bad when I found out she sent a freebie, but I wasn't expecting that at all. I really wasn't. So just that was like, oh, that's so sweet. And she sent me a cream product, so I kind of want to try it, but I'm kind of scared because I haven't tried cream products yet. Like, I haven't dabbled into them yet. So that's going to be something different. But I really wanted to film today because I haven't filmed or uploaded at least in, it felt like already a week. And I was like, no, I really need to get something out there for you guys. So I decided just to go ahead and film. I'm going to I don't know, I want to do kind of, throughout the shimmers, there's this like really pretty green and this like watermelon pink, and then Diva is like a goldish. I'm going to do the blue, but I want to do that like either under or inner to like really have like a pop of color. So that leaves me with green and the pink. So I'm gonna try my best to make this work and see what I can create. Hopefully it's not a fail. I don't know. We'll see. It might just come out really, really good. Right now I'm just cleaning my brush with a cotton swab and some micellar cleansing water, because I think this one had concealer on it. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut the crease. Sorry my hair looks like a mess. It's actually like curly today because I had it in a braid for like 2 days. So I finally let it go, and it's freaking hot in here, like really hot. Okay, maybe I can get some air. Okay, so I'm going to cut the crease. I'm going to use the shade Almond in the Born This Way, the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I tried this concealer yesterday to cut my crease, and I really enjoyed it. So I don't know if I'm going to do a half a cut crease or I'm going to do... Alejandro, go.
And a half.
Go, because you're...
I'm gonna lie down to bed.
Yes, go lay in bed. He won't last long on the bed, watch. Yeah, so I'm only going to do a half a cut crease. Sorry about the dogs.
Oh. Yeah.
Alejandro, you're too loud.
Mom, I'm in the board. I play ball onto the bed. And I win.
Yes, we'll have to do like that.
Yeah.
Alejandro, if you're not going to be quiet, then you're going to get out.
I want to win.
I understand that, but I'm doing something and you're not being quiet. Oh yeah, so that product, the freebie product that she sent me, is by Bare Minerals. And like I said, I haven't tried cream products, so this is like a product, one's higher than the other, so I'm going to have to go over here and fix that, because my hooded eyes aren't agreeing with it.
I'm going to find my guitar there. Mom.
Quit. In a minute, sit down. Okay, so it's a little bit better, but okay, so next I'm gonna grab another brush. Well, I can just grab this brush. It's clean. Anyways, I'm gonna run it, just pat it out, and pick up the extra product that's left. At the same time, kind of like fade out the ends. Alejandro. Okay, so now that that's done, I know they don't look like extremely even, but it's okay because once I go in there to start fading out the brown. Well, you need to wait. Then it'll get different. So, one, or you're gonna get out. I turn that TV on. The TV's like right here, like right there. So if I turn it on, it's gonna mess up the video. So he's gonna have to wait. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the green, which is in the color Star, and it's like an olive green. So I haven't used like an olive green. My brush is a little bit wet from whenever I was like wiping it. You're gonna hear some loud talking right now and loud screaming because he just got in.
Mommy, Dad's here.
Come on, buddy. Mama's recording.
And
Your channel. Go ahead.
so this is a really pretty color. I really like this color. Something I wouldn't think. I think I've done one like camo green, and like one olive green. So the towels are over here. Okay, so there's the green. I don't know if it's going to pick up like how intense that green is. And you know what? I think I'm going to throw on the chrome silver in the middle. Yeah. So if you've seen the previous video, I did like a teal blue from the Jeffree Star palette, which was called Expensive, and I threw in like a mirror chrome. And it came out so pretty. So I think that would look really nice over the screen, which I probably should have left like room, but I'll make it work. So I'm just grabbing and patting before I start to like rub. It's like really hot in here. I'm like sweating. But I didn't want to have like the fan like directly right here because then you can hear it blowing. Okay, so there's the green. It's so hot out here, guys. Like, I think it's already like 110. It probably could be 115 outside. But where I'm sitting at, I'm sitting like close to the window. Even though the sun's not even shining on the window, you can feel the heat on this side of the room, and it drives me absolutely up the walls because I'm like, so I tend I tend to film like later on in the day. It's like really hot. That's why I'm wearing like a little tank top thingy, because it's hot, you guys. Hot. Texas heat is no joke. If you live in Texas, oh my goodness, it's crazy. Okay, so like I said, I wanted to throw in the silver from the Huda Beauty palette because I think it would add. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. This might be a mistake, but I'm gonna try anyways. I'm just placing that directly in the center. And I find with shimmers that the best way to apply them is with your fingers. I don't think you'll ever get like the right pigmentation if you just use a brush. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the brush that I was using for the green and jump back into the star green and then start adding on the sides, like layering over the chrome that we just put on, and try to like diffuse those harsh lines. I wish the lighting was better, but you can always go back to my Instagram channel and look at the pictures if you're interested in seeing how it looks off of a photo compared to the video. If you're not like able to fully see it. And then I'm going to go back on the outsides and use the brown again. Well, on the outside, not the sides, but okay, so he's ready for a nap, you guys. Honestly, that's what that is. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to go back into Temptress, which is that brown matte shade. With my fluffy, like, kind of shader brush. And I'm going to deepen out the outer corners with the brown. I'm going to just pat it into place first before I start rubbing. And just take your time. It takes patience. Especially if you're a beginner, just take some time. It's gonna take time. Most of the time it takes me an hour just to do my eyes. I'm not gonna lie. But the more time you spend on your, the more time that you spend on your eye, it really pays off in the end. Is if you just rush it, it's not going to come out the right way. See how like it's like gradiating from a dark brown to like a lighter, then it hits the green, and then it hits the silver. And that's what I'm looking for. It's like a really nice blend going deep to lightest, or from lightest to deepness. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to work on the face. So, like I said, I've already moisturized my face. The lotion's already sunk in. And now I'm going to use that Tatcha primer. It's a Puddy primer. I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, this one fills in the pores. So if you have like problems with your pores being extremely big, or this primer runs, I think it's like $65 for, it might be an ounce, maybe less than an ounce, or 2 ounces. You can find it at Sephora. But I've seen really, really good reviews on it. I just hadn't been able to go to a Sephora to pick up a sample until, I want to say, last week. And I did so I want to try it out. And the lady said you don't have to even have to be wearing makeup to put it on. It has some ingredients in there that help the pores go smaller, like to not to cover it up like small, but the more that you use it, the better for your skin, because it whatever's in this is the first time, so it's like a putty primer. I know that they had said that it was like there was a dupe. I'm honestly just gonna use this in my nose area. That's a piercing, but I just want to use this in my nose area. I don't care about the rest. So I'm gonna look in the mirror to see if it like covered my pores, like filled in my pores. And it did. So, and it's not heavy. It like melts into the skin. And I just put it around the nose, because that's where my pores are big. And like on the sides. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with my No Poreblem Prime Essence. This has Calendula officinales. And it's a flower extract. And this is by Touch and Sew. This is the first that I've used by Touch and Sew. There was another one that like ladies had got before. And this is like an oil kind of like primer. But I don't find it like greasy. And it goes into the skin like super fast. Like it absorbs into the skin like really fast. So, and another thing, you don't want your foundation to be cakey. You need to make sure that you moisturize your skin before, and then make sure you have a primer. And that Puddy primer by Tatcha, it's expensive, but you can get, I know that they have an e.l.f. one, which is hard to come by, because they... Get away from it! Leave him alone already! My kids are fighting. And so that one, it's a dupe. They found that one, and it worked just as well as the Tatcha. So if you can't afford the Tatcha, I would definitely try it out. I haven't been able to find it. When I do find it, I would like to purchase it. But I think it's like $12.
Over there to your spot, dude. Over there, dude.
It's about
hurry up, dude. Hurry up, dude.
It's about $12 for it. And I'm going to let this just sink into the skin, and then I'm going to...
Ariel.
What?
Where's the brush? Leave her alone, dude. That's why I told you couldn't come inside, dude.
I'm going to use... Sorry, you guys. It's kind of hard to get a good, decent video around here. Like, no joke. My kids are out for summer, and... it's a train wreck in my house. Okay, so I have the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Fresh Wear. I have the Believe Beauty, and I have the LA Colors Chili Matte, or I have the Wet n Wild. I think I'm going to go on with the Wet n Wild. This one's a really good foundation also. The only thing is you got to get past the paint thinner smell. I swear it smells like paint thinner, but it works really well on this skin. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one. I'm going to shake it up. And
what?
I'm going to apply this with my beauty sponge, if I can find it. Okay, I found it. And I'm going to get my spray bottle and wet my beauty blender. So anyways, the Wet n Wild foundation I'm going to be using, and the beauty blender is from Wet n Wild. I think I paid $5 for it, and it's lasted me a long time. Like, I want to say months, and I wash it every day, so it hasn't cracked or anything on me. So that tells me it's really good. This foundation is in the color Buff Bisque, which is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus one. Just blending that out. Alejandra, go ask Amberston to do it. the coverage on here is, I want to say, it's like medium to buildable. And you always want to get down the neck as well.
Mom, that didn't help me.
Okay, Alejandro.
I'm like there.
Then go get some water. Tell Julian to go get one off the truck.
Where did you get the one off?
Okay, so there's the... Because I asked! No! Okay, next I'm gonna sadly go into this, my sample here and add it, and I'm gonna add some underneath the eyes. So, I'm gonna look for a brush to do so. Clean off this brush right here.
Mom, can you put my money on?
No, not right now, I told you. Go watch TV over there with your brother and sister.
What no food to?
Well, you're gonna have to right now.
Where did they put my money on?
Go watch what they're watching for now.
What no hurt them me? What they're watching. They watch a dirty movie. I know who brought that way in the living room. I know how to go up there.
Then go play with your toys.
No, I toy out the car yet. I know what
Get them out the closet then.
But they're not big.
You don't need to be big to go get them.
Hurry up.
Okay, so now I'm just gonna use my brush. No, I'm gonna go with my sponge. And I'm just gonna add this. I probably need to get a lighter shade, even though it's not showing up on camera. But I need to get a lighter shade. And the reason I'm adding these concealer, oh, you always want to go 2 shades lighter than your concealer. Than your foundation. And it's all to add highlight and dimension. Same thing with contours. For when you contour, you go in with a brown to chisel out the cheeks, and yeah. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to set my face. I'm going to set all the areas that I just did. So I'm going to use a translucent powder. This is another Tatcha product. No, I'm lying. This is a Laura Mercier sample. And it runs about $65, maybe $45 for a fluid ounce, like for an ounce. But you can also find one in the brand Believe at the Dollar General for like $5. And that's what this one looks like. And then I also have another one from LA Girl. This one's another one that was like $5 also. This one doesn't give you this much. And then you can get this big one for like $5 or $6 at HEB. Walmart also sells these.
I'm just going to get the water.
And yeah, so the only thing with this one is this one has like a flashback. So if you do use this one, you have to be careful not to take pictures at nighttime because the flash, like, you can see like the white cast of it, and if you don't blend it out right, you'll look like you just painted your face, literally, with white paint. So anyways, I'm gonna go in with this Laura Mercier one and set my under eyes as well. So I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush and pick up the product. And start setting under the eyes. So I'm just going to press it in. I'm not going to like swipe it in, because then if I swipe it in, I'm going to pick up all the product that I just put down, which is like the foundation and the concealer. So for that, I'm just going to pat it in. Sorry about all the noise, you guys, and all the distractions, because it's really driving me crazy, but what it is, what it is. Last night I did two videos, so I got that out the way, but I really wanted to do another one for you guys. And it's so hot during the day, like you can feel the heat in here, so that's why I hadn't done it. And then I'm going to grab another translucent powder because I just want to save this honestly for the eyes and where I highlight, you know, then to put it everywhere. So I don't have a lot of product in that, and I just want to savor it till I can go get some more. So I'm going to take the Believe powder. And I'm going to set my face. So I'm going to grab a fluffy brush, put some in my cap here, put my brush in there, kind of dust off my brush. Also, you want to hold your breath whenever the particles are like flying around. Oh, I forgot to do the cream. You're supposed to do the cream like before you do the powder. So I was going to use that Bare Minerals blush, but it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the cover effects anyways. And you also want to set your neck down here because the foundation's right here. You don't want that foundation to be moving throughout the day. It's not my phone going off, it's the people in here driving me crazy. Okay, so now that that's set, we get to move on to the fun part. The fun part is the Cover Effects palette. I'm going to grab a clip and clip this hair back because can't anymore with it. I tried. Okay, so I'm going to put up my foundation for one, because there's too much stuff going on right here. Okay, so the Cover FX is a little bit dirty from right now, but this is what she looks like. She's a pretty big palette. And when you open her up, she has like this amazing freaking mirror. Like, oh gosh, so pretty. And we have a blush, we have a bronzer, we have, okay, no, we have a highlight, and this one's like a brightener. This is a face powder like I just put on. This is a bronzer and a blush. So, I'm probably going to go in with that finishing powder also as well. Just a little bit. Bring it down the neck as well. Okay, so next I'm going to grab another brush. So I'm going to grab this brush right here from Crown. And I'm going to use this one to contour. Yeah. Or to... So, I'm going into this shade right here, which is the contour. And I have some on my brush. And your contour, you want to have like, it's going to have depth to your face. So, it's going to like, we're going to add pretty much like a jawbone and a cheekbone. Like, so my cheeks are right here. So, I'm going to come up. And I'm just going to swipe it or pat it. And you want to make sure that this is like right here in this area. So it's going to go up from this area. So this is the area, or you can do right here, but I feel like the higher the better, because you bring up the dimension of the face instead of sagging it down where your cheekbones are going to be like right here. Like, if it's not, you need to bring it up. So, you can do it to the corner of your mouth, right there. You're not going to hit all of the whole, like, towards the mouth area, but you want to hit it to, like, right here at this point right here. You don't want to bring it down too low. So, we're going to do that on both sides. And you want to like feather it out towards your hairline. We're going to repeat the process. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. It sucks, but... So the same thing on this side. I always do it towards like this mole right here. Like, that's where my stopping point usually is. Each face is going to be different, so... just grab the brush and, you know, figure it out from where it makes sense to do it at. And you want to bring it up, like feather it up, not feather it down. Okay, now for the jawbone. We're going to shadow it. So we're going to bring it down. Also, if you have like a problem with your foundation and it's not matching, this helps out. So you're going to feather it down from the jawline down. You don't want to bring it up here. No, we want to enhance that jawline so we can try to hide all this double chin area. So I'm already going at an hour. I'm almost done, but it's probably going to be about an hour and 20 minutes. I apologize for this long video. So just bring it down. You can also bronze the chest if you want. You know, just bronze it if you want. I'm going to try to bring it down. Okay, so next, I'm going to grab a blush brush. I've been using a stippling brush from Wet n Wild. I think I paid like $5 for this, and it looks like that. It's called a stippling brush. This is by e.l.f. It's a stipple brush. You can find it at Walmart or H-E-B. I really like the way this one works. So I'm going to grab the blush. This is like really, really pink, but I'm going to work with it. So, grabbing the pink. Knocking my brush, like, you know, and I'm going to start right here and work my way towards, a little bit towards, up towards the temple. I just like the way that the bronzer meshes well, like how they blend together well. So, I don't know if you can see that. Again, like I said, I'm going to have a picture up on Instagram and Facebook, so anything that I post on Instagram, it automatically goes to Facebook, so. That's a really, really pretty blush. The only thing I don't like is that it has like glitter, like the face. I think it's a finishing powder that has the glitter, because I don't see glitter. I see shimmer in the highlight, but there's more glitter inside that finishing powder. Like the translucent powder. You can add blush to your nose, it just depends on you. So I don't know how the blush is picking up, but I kind of went kind of heavy-handed so that it would try to show up on the camera. I think I can see it, and it really looks very, very pretty. I'm impressed with this palette. So next I'm going to jump in with the highlighter, and I'm probably going to go in with the pink one. So since we're doing pink hair, might as well. So I'm going to get another fluffy brush. This one's a clean brush. I tend to use one, like an eyeshadow fluffy brush, as my highlighter. I don't know. And I go in the shape of a C. It just depends. You can go straight across like that, or you can bring it into a C,